Hey man of dorks, it's Brandon, one of the hosts of Every Damn Magic Card from beautiful and sunny Glacier Park. There's probably going to be a weird bird sound in the background. I don't know what that bird is. But anyways, I'm here to tell you it's our first official guest episode, and we got Josh Boerman, and man, are we excited. You might know him from The Worst of All Possible Worlds or Ill-Conceived, both great podcasts. Check them out, of course. And we're going to be talking Volcanic Hammer. We're going to, we get into some fun backstories about our personal history with magic. As always, if you like what you hear, please follow us on YouTube, subscribe, give us some likes. That helps a ton. You can also do that with Apple Podcasts and give us a little star rating review. And you can also email us at everydamnmagiccard@gmail.com. We'll read whatever you write, and if you recommend a card, we might put it on. But let's just get straight to the magic. Man, I really want to know what that bird is. If you know birds, let me know what that bird is. Anyways, bye.
Do you have the card physically? Or
No, I want. So we'd love to do that. We have a few methods where we'll either have the guest, if they know magic pretty decently, like select the card.
Okay.
If we're doing a guest, doing a random one, I think is the best one. So we'll just hit random on like the magic.
Can you give me the name of the card so I can pull it up as well?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Volcanic Hammer.
Right.
And specifically, we pulled up the Junior Super Series version of this. Okay. It's for kids. Yeah, we should get into introducing it. George, if you want to kick us off.
Sure. Let me make sure Josh has the right art first.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's the one. Yeah,
it's not the literal print, but that's the right art.
Yeah, we're gonna shame you right away.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, sluts?
Welcome. It's Every Damn Magic Card. I'm one of
Brandon. Wow. We're just respecting women out here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You just totally stepped on the intro.
I feel like it made me like automatically like running to the ground. Okay, let's try it again. I'm gonna keep that part in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's just go.
Oh no, I'm scared now. Okay.
No, it's fine.
It's okay. We've done this before.
I've yielded my time.
I'm one of the co-hosts. I said host funny already. This is terrible. I'm one of the co-hosts. Brandon Kirkman.
I'm George. I'm another co-host.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm Jesse. I'll be your third co-host for the evening. Jesse Nicholas.
Yeah,
that's
and
me.
Today, special guest all the way from New York City. Just got to see you on Genius Nights again last night. Very fantastic set talking about Marathon. It's Josh Boerman.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's do the...
Hey, we love to hear it.
So I feel like we should just hit the ground running. Like I said earlier, and then I stumbled right away. So let's keep falling over, hitting our asses on the floors. Our pants fly off, and we fart loudly.
Oh no, my pants!
So, don't look. Or
don't look at my butt.
Just if
oh,
you
no.
do.
Oh no.
So I do want to ask, what is your experience with Magic: The Gathering?
So I think I played Magic maybe like once or twice. The kids who during recess in high school, the ones who sat under the stairs, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Every school has the group of kids who sit under the stairs. They were the ones who played Magic.
Okay.
I hung out with them every so often, and sometimes I would, when they were busy making out with each other, they would teach me how to play Magic: The Gathering, which is very nice.
Very romantic.
Yeah.
I feel like every school had like that group of kids, and if they didn't have an areas like in a quarantine section, I went to Bobanzi Valley High School out in Aurora. It was the stairwell. That's where all the weird geek kids went.
Yeah.
So great stairwell. I spent a lot of time there. That should not surprise anybody there.
Were you making out in the stairwell?
Actually, yeah, it was.
Fuck yes, dude.
I was president of Anime Club, and I had a girlfriend that also loved anime.
Okay, hold on. Save some pussy for the rest of us, fella.
I had power and I knew how to wield it. It's okay. I didn't have sex until I was 20, though, still, because I was too nervous that God would strike me down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the Lord does do things like that from time to time.
I grew up Christian, but then in high school, I went through that phase. I'd say probably like 15 or 16. I'm like, well, I don't really believe this, but it's still like the phase of fear where like, I don't believe it, but what if? What if God is watching?
I mean, it never fully goes away.
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
No, it does not.
Whatever it is that you grew up reflexively fearing is going to stick around forever.
And also the idea of like a divine entity just watching you all the time, but as soon as you get horny, it's like, this is when I will exact my revenge.
So were you playing Magic in the stairwell?
I was. So at this time, specifically, I was really into White Wolf games with my group of friends, which of course is Vampire the Masquerade.
Right.
Werewolf the Apocalypse, which was my favorite. A lot of us were furries. It's a very important thing to kind of get there going.
Yep, sounds right.
We're going down a whole path. This is a lot about Brandon right now. I've always been on like so many subgenres.
We're getting
Right
the
when-
deep lore.
Yeah, deep lore of Brandon. Where I feel like, especially early 2000s internet, my dad was a software programmer, so we had a computer in our house since like 1989.
Yeah. What was the make and model?
He was IBM. Don't remember the rest.
Gotcha.
But I was so little. But no, he was a software program for IBM. He had a lot of stuff at our house where he had like an internet connection, like the 28.8 KBS, like 1989. So like I was a very early adapter to the internet, but that also meant like any subgenre or anything weird, I was like, I got to read up and research it. So like early Warhammer websites, very early on for somethingawful.com.
Yep.
Talked about that a little bit last night at
Yep.
Goon. A lot of furry subgenres and that I got involved with, as well as like a lot of web comics when those were really big too.
Sure. So persona, name, species.
Okay,
Hit me.
well, God, I don't want to do it.
You opened the topic of conversation.
You did.
So my name that I use online every once in a while, Easy8, has furry taint to it. It used to be Cat Guy Easy8.
Let's go.
That was my handle on AIM. This is such a weak defense, but my girlfriend really liked cats. So I'm like, I'm going to choose a cat persona. That makes sense to me. It worked.
Yeah.
And then I feel like nobody at home can see it. I went red in the face. I'm sweating instantly that I'm saying this out loud. But yeah, that was it. It was just I didn't even have like a cat species. It was like a gray cat.
Boys, can I get a nya solidarity?
Can we get a solid nya?
Can you hit me with a nya?
Okay,
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so I was doing that, playing a lot of Werewolf the Apocalypse, very free Jason, but also big into anime at the time. So there's so many things I said, and I feel like specifically the what do they call it, convalescence, when everything comes together.
Yeah, sure.
There's a specific webcomic of the early 2000s
Coalescence?
called Coalescence, the
Or
Coalescence.
Confluence.
Confluence.
There we go.
Like a river.
Yeah.
The irony is that you coalesce the two words.
Yeah.
Into
That's showing I'm very smart.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was all put into one thing that I really liked at the time, which was called Jack. It was a webcomic about the Grim Reaper, but it was a bunny. It was very dark. The person was a big fan of Joan Vasquez, if that like gives you an impression of what it was like.
Yep.
Also big into Joan Vasquez and all of like the slave labor comics at the time. This is too much brand deep lore. I feel like we need to cut it from here and go to other things at this point. I should say this though. This is actually good. So you were with the weird kids in middle school and high school.
Oh yeah.
What was your like fixations at the time?
Oh shit. Okay. So it was mostly your typical online stuff. You know what it was actually? Now I'm thinking about it. It was Windows desktop customization. I was really, really deep in the Windows desktop customization community. I was getting out there, reskinning my Windows, learning about themes, building icons, things like that. I'm not really still in conversation with any of the people who I met through that community, but I am still connected with some of the people who I met in the community I was in before that, which was Team 17, the company that made the Worms games. A few of those people are still my homies, and we play games on Discord every once in a blue moon. So
any of you, Worms Armageddon right away, is that anything?
Oh,
God, what a good game.
Yeah.
Now, did any of you do that early internet thing where you were enjoying it so much you found out about Gunbound, and as your first experience with like online transactions, like this fucking sucks?
Yeah. Gunbound was another experience for me.
for me, it was Kingdom of Loathing.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
KOL was another one.
It's funny how some of those have like seem so ancient, but some of them are still relevant to the point that blows my mind. Like Dwarf Fortress is one that's been around forever,
Yeah.
but now it's like bigger than ever.
Yeah,
Actually-
because they finally like managed to make it appealing to people who didn't want to run it in a terminal. Like they gave it a whole skin, tile set, all of that, and now you can get it on Steam.
I know. And guess what? They're doing a Magic Secret Lair set with Dwarf Fortress. It looks really good.
There's other games that are coming back in a big way. Marathon, hear about this one?
Yeah, I heard about Marathon. So once again, I do want to give a shout out because you could go on YouTube as soon as this is releasing because it's probably going to be a month or two after this came out. But Josh was out and on Genius Nights, which is the show run by Tom Harrison, past guest of Podzuki, and this one in the future at some point. I made him promise he'd do this one too.
Nice.
He was on Genius Nights, which is a great comedy show in Chicago. They put all of their tapings online, which is really cool.
Unfortunately, they didn't record this one.
No!
Their recording guy didn't show up.
God, it was a really good show last night.
That was
too.
part of why they had to hold the curtain. Did you notice they started like 15, 20 minutes late? It was because
I did. It was great because I got out late because of the kids. So
Nice.
thank you, Fate, but also no video. But you can go. Actually, you could go to the one we were together that you did the debate on. Too,
That's true.
Which
That's
is
true.
a very fun one too. Great show. But anyways, Marathon. That was your set you did about Marathon.
Yeah, any of you guys play Marathon?
I've not.
The original one or the new one?
Played the original one.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
What I will tell you is that if you like games that are high friction, where you die often, but when you succeed, it is the sweetest thing you will ever, feel in your life, you're going to want to play Marathon.
Okay. Such a good full circle, because once again, Magic, specifically the format of Commander, is a very you will usually die and not win, but when you do pull it out, ooh, baby.
Yeah.
As a Soulsborne enjoyer,
Yeah, see, that's the thing, too, is I'm not a Soulsborne person. Like, I don't love the feel of that kind of game. Sure. But playing Marathon helped me understand why people do like that kind of game, because it's the same sort of thing, where it's like, it feels so good to get it right.
Yeah, when it hits it, the dopamine is very good. Yeah.
This is a subset to the original Marathon, because Bungie and a few developers went off and made this game. One that was a big one to me in high school was System Shock 2.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Okay. Such a fucking good game. I mean, eventually became BioShock in that whole run through, but are you all familiar with System Shock 2?
Never heard of it.
I know the name.
Okay. What do you guys know about irrational games?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I'm being sarcastic. I've absolutely heard of System.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I was about to say for
played it.
George, I don't want to typecast you.
I think
as
at this
third
point,
person.
Marathon is less known than System Shock.
That's
2.
true, but I think Marathon now is coming back in a
Well,
big way, because the game's really popular, but people are going back to the original, because the original one kicks ass. It's
yeah.
great. Because also, like you're talking about on your set, it's immersive gameplay. Same thing with System Shock 2, where you go around the ship and you get all the dialogue, which people think is like a modern invention. Like that was like, these two games were kind of like what invented a lot of that.
I mean, some of it fucking sucks too, to be fair. Like, Colony Ship for Sale Cheap is like one of the worst levels ever committed to a video game.
Yeah.
But
the classic sewer level design that has to be put in every game.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And Swamp.
So I feel like we should do the honor, though, because me and Josh really got into it. What was high school Jesse and George like for the subgenres that you were following, the hyperfixations?
Oh, God.
Other than jerking off.
I mean,
sorry.
If we're talking like internet culture, or like what I was doing on the internet at that point in time, a lot of Homestar Runner.
Oh, that's a good one.
And
That is a good one.
I will say, when we first got high-speed internet was like the summer before 9th grade.
okay, so before that, I'm assuming you were watching some Flash animations, but then after that, the entire world opened up to you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Stick figures, were they fighting? Please tell me. Or were they being pacifists and being nice?
A lot of E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
Getting past the school filters on that shit.
Yep.
No, but the one that's like, I am hesitant to talk about is I spent a lot of time on forums for people to help each other identify the music in an advertisement.
Oh.
That's not shameful.
No, it's not shameful, but it's like, it's
That's
such
fun.
a weird. When I look back at that point in time, it's like, oh, I spent a lot of time on there, and what it was is it was an iPod thing. Like, iPods having iPod commercials were the first, like, oh, how do I find the fucking music from this commercial?
Yep.
A big one, Wynton Marsalis. That's how I got into that. Because an iPod
Really?
commercial, they used his jazz for one of them.
Cool. Yeah. I think you might be the only person that got into Wynton Marsalis that way.
It's like this trumpet's going off. I got to find out what's going on with this guy.
And then once you get into Wynton Marsalis, then you get into Dave Brubeck, and it's fucking over for you at that point.
I'm pretty deep into jazz too. Yeah.
I gotta
You pull up the. You had to see. Oh, look at that! Jesse's
iPod
procured
Classic.
his beautiful iPod Classic, which he's shown off before. It's so good.
It's my favorite.
Barb has one that we booted up, and I want to do the same with, but Josh is now touching it for the listeners at home.
Have you tried to install Rockbox on this thing?
I've not gone the Rockbox route, but I have modded it. It's got a battery that lasts like a month.
Is there a solid state drive in here too? It feels lighter. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can take out the hard drive, because that's the first thing to go
I've
on
actually
them.
never held it.
And you can.
Is light.
It's
Yeah, it feels
great.
good.
That's
Because
wild.
it's the hard drives are so heavy.
Yeah.
Barb has one too, and I got to do that stuff someday. But I got kids.
I'll send you some resource, because there's a guy that I think it's just one guy, but he has a whole website, and it's all aftermarket Chinese parts, and there's like even chips you can plug in to plug an SD card into it. This thing holds a terabyte.
As bad as
great.
things are right now, we are in the age of the crime boy, which is once again the shout out to Anime Sickos podcast of like the cheap after parts from China that you can do to mod things and like make basically like Game Boys that play
And everything
every system.
costs $5.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's great.
It makes sense that America in politics, we're always so upset at China because we see what they have and we want that so
exactly.
bad. We want it so bad. God, it's so stupid the times we live in. George, tell me about high school, George.
High high school George is a little hard to quantify. I was in flux.
I was in a liquid state.
I
thought you said ice cold George, which would
ice
have
cold
made
George.
it not
Ice
a
cold
liquid
George.
state. It would have made a solid state George,
Yeah.
actually.
So we didn't have high speed internet until I dropped out of college the first time.
Oh, wow.
So we held on to the old 56K for a long time. Oh God. So you're gonna get some George lore too.
I love George lore. I love ice cold George lore.
When I was like probably 9 or 10, we got AOL for the first time, which, as internet service providers go, sucked, and people don't remember that.
I remember.
So I got into the like AOL chat rooms pretty early on, and someone I think told me I'm a poo-poo head, and I got really upset because I was 9 years old.
Yeah, that cuts to the quick, too. To call a
Ruined my
9-year-old a boo-boo head.
And so my parents were like, okay, you can't be in chat rooms anymore, which was a sensible thing to do. So, of course, I spent my entire high school in chat rooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically in anime chat on a network I don't remember.
Okay. Was it IRC?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
IRC.
nice.
Yeah, sorry.
So when I was doing stand-up, I had a very popular ending bit that was about me being in the Yahoo chat rooms and having cybersex with someone from an anime forum of sorts.
I definitely got catfished when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And
It could have been me.
it was not you.
But can you imagine?
I do know
Bring
who
us
it
even
was.
closer.
And then through that, I got into Ragnarok Online.
Oh, there we go. Hitting another
Speaking
one.
of games that are still around somehow.
Wildly around still.
Yeah, that one is still around.
Thank you, South Korea, for keeping it alive.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah.
See, I was more of a Valve sicko.
Oh, yeah.
Like when Steam launched and everything, and played a fuckload of Team Fortress 2.
Oh, same
Yeah.
here. Oh,
That was-
okay. Well, now we're getting other things. Who was your main class?
Healer, the doctor.
Oh, hell yeah. Heavy.
Yeah, definitely ran doctor. Would love to pair with a good heavy.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Shout out to my friend Jared, who might be listening, because he's from the original Magic group that I used to play with in college. He was an amazing healer. I was a good heavy. We would fucking wipe it clean.
And sniper, a lot of fun, especially once Girardi got brought into the equation.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Girardi, the jar-based karate?
Yeah, it's so God. It was so, what a great game
You
series.
can show your opponents who is the boss.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I should say that Jared, shout out to him once again, who's usually carrying us as the healer and everything else, because he also was, his main was Demo Man.
Yeah.
Fucking doing all of the math that I could not figure out of how to get to certain places and bouncing around. I don't know how people think like that.
Speaking of
He's on another level.
stuff that you fuck up a million times, and when you get it right, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Playing
Oh.
Demo Man and hitting someone in the face with a pipe.
I mean, anytime you played any of those games like Team Fortress 2 or Quake, the first time you do a successful rocket jump, you're God.
Yeah.
You're simply God.
So I went from TF2 Doctor to being a Mercy main in Overwatch, obviously.
Right.
Although now I am not maining the healer class in Marathon. Normally I'm playing
Gotta get
either
Marathon.
Thief or Assassin these days. So
Because like I was saying, I had a friend told me that it's supposed to work on the Steam Deck. I looked it up last night. He was fucking lying to me.
yeah, no, he's wrong.
But I do have a gaming laptop that could run it. I'm like, I think I should do it. But that's I'm gonna get too deep into that game. That's the problem.
Yeah, I've got 120 hours in it, and it's been out for a month and a half.
Once again, these damn 2 kids I got.
It feels like it's been longer than that.
Yeah, I know. It's because I think it's become so popular so quickly that it feels like it's been out longer.
My only real exposure to it has been the controversy before it came out, and then Austin Walker put out a like unvoiced, like captioned video of an experience he had in it, and that was, I mean, it's Austin Walker, so it was kind of moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other thing I'll cop to is I was a very prolific member of the purpleflames.net forum, which was an Iori Yagami fan forum.
These are all things that make so much sense for you, though.
Yeah.
The response proves it too.
So yeah, that was the freaky shit I was into.
Shout out to Meadow, one of our co-hosts is in here. I really want to ask her what high school Meadow was up to now. Maybe future episode.
Yeah, we can save
This is
that
a good
for
one. We're gonna take this for a future
To
episode.
bring this back to Magic, though,
We did a lot of Magic stuff.
what year did you play Magic? Do you remember?
Man, that must have been like 2007
Okay.
ish.
Oh, that would have been like Dissension, I think, like the big Ravnica sets and all that going through.
I'll take your word for it, man.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you. I was out by then, so.
I like you brought it full back, nice and perfectly solid. Get into the actual Magic talk. So the thing with this show is we just talk about one Magic card,
Okay, yes.
but we're gonna be very silly about it because we just
Right.
want to get into it. So right away, we're doing specifically Volcanic Hammer.
Yep.
This is going to cost you 1 colorless, 1 red. So in Magic, that's what you gotta spin to cast it. It's a sorcery speed, which this card fucking sucks
Yeah, this
so
card
bad.
is so bad.
So one thing for people who are not familiar with Magic listening to this episode, sorcery is you have to do it at a certain time on your turn. Instant speed means you can do it any time. Usually when you have a spell that does damage to target, it's usually instant speed. Sorcery is very restrictive. And this is doing something that a very famous card called Lightning Bolt does for 1 red that's 3 damage at any time for any target. It sucks.
Yeah, it's just an explicitly worse version of a different card that already existed when this was printed.
But
It
here's
already
where
okay.
Yeah,
already
Lightning Bolt was
existed.
in like alpha.
That's
They were trying to do
Silly.
level balances of like powers. They went through different sets. So like around 7th edition and Portal where this came out. So Portal was the original one. They're like, we need to tamp down red because red for a while had red decks wins going on, which is where you could just play Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, and do a bunch of other spells to win basically.
lightning.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
it's the
yes,
social
though.
game. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
My brain is full of rot.
Well, also when I do that, I instantly think of I cast magic missile. Of
course.
Yeah. Okay. So we got
Oh
them all.
my God! Sorry, I just got hit. Do you remember the? I want to cast magic missile from. Oh fuck! What was it called? Not Homestar Runner. The Toast guy. Who was the Toast guy? Please help me. There was
I know, it's right there now. Fucking
whose
driving me crazy.
face looked like a thing of toast.
We're all in pain now.
And he had a friend whose name was Joe, and Joe was an anime guy, and he also had a friend named Nice Cat,
I've watched this and I can't remember the name.
and it's called Arfin House.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
We got there. I remember. They did like 3D animations too every once in a while, right?
Oh, did they? I don't know. It was mostly 2D. It was furries who made it too. So
Shout out to them. Once
shout
again,
out to furries.
building the structures of all IT
the
and
world go
technical
round.
things. They really do. This is going to go to Blue Sky, which a lot of people probably who are listening to this and people that we'll have in the show are on. It's one of those things. If you go to a online social media and it's aggressive or bad towards furries, you need to get out of there. It's not good.
It's a good canary in the coal mine.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
A person in a canary suit in the coal mine.
Literally, if they're abusing him, get out of there. It's probably Nazis. It's usually Nazis.
Yeah.
It's often not cheap.
Anyways, so this card's kind of a unique one because we pulled up on the random one. It was for the Junior Super Series. I found out this was a Magic competition they'd have at like local card game stores for people that were 15 or younger to play against each other, and whoever was in the top 8 when they were doing these would get the card for free. So these cards are actually kind of worth a little bit of money when I was looking it up online. But the interesting thing about this was basically they stopped doing it in 2008 because they went from the cap of 15 years old to 16 years old and younger. And I don't know why, but it stopped 1 year after that happened in 2008. So I'm just guessing the 16-year-olds got too rowdy.
That sounds right.
That's I'm putting it out there.
I could see it was probably either that or it was like having flagging participation, so they raised the age range to see if they could keep it going, and then they
It
just
didn't have enough interest yet. They would also do championships where you could win like $100,000 scholarship. It's kind of nice. I guess.
I mean,
That's pretty wild.
what I will say is I live within walking distance of a couple different places where you can play card games, and it's insane how popular it is again now.
It is really popular.
And there's so much overlap. The places that I'm thinking of, it's card games and fighting games. Those two communities overlap like 1-to-1.
future guest and another co-host of Podzuki, Zach Boyce, who also comes out for Magic Nights, deeply into fighting games too. It's fun to see those things because I think this is kind of like a positive thing to talk about Magic and fighting games. Even though fighting games are a screen, to me they're not a screen hobby. It's I am completely off from the online world, and I'm doing a thing with friends that I can really enjoy.
It is a social hobby for sure.
And specifically like one of those hobbies where it like tunes your brain out, because I feel like the reason I love Magic so much and why I've been playing it so much with friends is I can play for an entire 2 to 3 hours and I don't think about anything going on in the world right now, which is a very beautiful thing to have. I think it's important to be up to date, and you don't want to deny the horrors of the world, but not 24/7. Doesn't seem good to always be thinking about it.
no.
Yeah, but yeah.
So I looked up. I mean, I went to the shitty fandom wiki, obligatory fuck fandom, and looked at the other promo cards from different years. The year before this, they gave out an Elvish Lairist, which like who gives a shit.
Yeah.
The other card was City of Brass, which
Classic expensive
doesn't
Magic
mean
card.
anything to you, Josh, but is like an insanely expensive and very hard to get a hold
Really?
of card.
Yeah.
Although not anymore because they printed it for the fucking Turtles.
So they did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set.
Ah.
It sucks.
We don't like it.
Yeah, we spent a little bit of time talking about, but they basically started last year doing Universes Beyond, which is where every other set they're going to do an IP.
It's before last year, but
Yeah, it's been going
they
for a
started
while.
really leaning in.
Like where it's in the major standards. It's not like we've had like Spider-Man fucking sucks, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucking sucks. They're doing Marvel next, which will fucking suck, and then after that they're gonna do Star Trek, which also I like Star Trek, but that fucking sucks.
It'll suck, yeah.
It's just it doesn't thematically, and the thing that just bothers me, it doesn't fit next to other cards when you're playing Magic. Like it just looks disgusting. As somebody who likes the lore and the art behind it. I should say for another thing I want to bring up for this card too is that Christopher Rush did this, which this is something where the artist actually would matter to somebody who does not know Magic on a level other than seeing the basic art, because he is the guy who did the back of the cards with the little mana coloring on them. He did that.
no shit.
But also he did Black Lotus, the card that most people know because that's the expensive one.
Yeah.
So famously, this is a very sad but funny thing. Is I was looking like Christopher Rush hasn't done anything like since like the late 2000s for Magic. Did they just like not do anything? He died in 2016, so passed away sadly early. But he's a very famous Magic artist. They got him for a lot of cards, but yeah, he was in poor health for like the last few years of his life, which is why he wasn't doing it. So, but if you ever go through Christopher Rush and you look him up online, you'll recognize a lot of stuff instantly for even people outside of Magic, which is really cool.
Iconic stuff.
Yeah,
I had a favorite looking at it. The Blood of the Martyr.
Blood of the Martyr.
That card is so
All
pretty.
Hallows Eve was another one he did, which is literally just like a spooky pumpkin and a spooky
I did like
candle.
that when I looked at
And
it.
actually, the card itself, what it does is pretty cool. You put 2 counters on it. You take a counter on each turn when they go out, and you bring all of your creatures back from your graveyard. Very cool card. So yeah, Christopher, he was doing the work back in the day for Christopher Rush.
I'm seeing you actually have down in the corner. He signed this one. You can see it says Rush 97.
Yeah, I like that he put his name so fucking big.
So proud.
I
did that on
wrote
a
a
lot of
note
them,
on that
yeah.
because it's such a move, and it's with his name. The signature is so badass.
If he lived to 2000,
97.
if he lived to 2119, he could have put Rush 2119. That would have been so
Damn,
beautiful.
that would have
Think
been
about
great.
it. Great album. That's the album, right, for Rush?
So this hammer here
think so.
is
Let's talk about the hammer. Yeah.
It's large. It's a large hammer. It's got kind of like a scarab-looking thing on the side of it.
Yeah, it's either a coffee bean or a scarab.
Yeah.
It could be both.
It's clearly meant to evoke Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like that's
But in a way, it kind of looks like its handle is farting a cloud out. Where he's
a little
flying
bit.
It's like a little.
I will say I do like the motion of this compared to the other arts.
Yeah.
Because and I was wondering like if so in some of the old or in the newer iterations, like the art it's much more static. This one has a lot of motion, which is really nice. And they moved away from that Mjolnir vibe, and I have to wonder if it's like Disney related.
Yeah, it could be. And here we go. We're gonna get Marvel. We'll get the actual Mjolnir.
it's probably not Disney related because that was back in 2003.
So the bottom of the card will
fair.
usually have
And
the
probably
flavor
before
text where it's just like a cool line that doesn't affect the rules at all. Once again, we didn't say officially, but Volcanic Hammer deals 3 damage to target creature or player. It sucks. It's
Can I read what it says below here very dramatically?
yes, please
Yeah.
do.
Cast the weight as though it were a die to see a rival's fate.
Ooh, I'm clipping that one out.
Hell yeah.
That's so good. Yeah,
That's great.
This flavor text fucking rips.
It's so fun.
So we'll do 3 scales that we just randomly pick for the card. I pick 3 ahead of time. In honor of you coming on, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, that we have a shared history of when we were kids listening to Focus on the Family. It's
true.
Adventures in Odyssey, which was about a group of plucky young kids that learned about Christ and his parables.
That's right. And one time they almost summoned a demon. You remember that one?
That was pretty cool. It was very scary.
There's an episode called Castles and Cauldrons, which is one of the early episodes. We have covered it on the Worst of All Possible Worlds. Shout out to my boy Scott Benson who came on for that one. They were very concerned with the Satanic Panic early on too, and I don't remember if they ever actually talked about Magic cards specifically, but it was in the zeitgeist at the time for sure.
Magic has an interesting thing, and this is a shout to a very famous creator. Ristic Studies did one on the Season of the Witch, which was in the 94 or 5. Magic got some attention because of a lot of like satanic imagery, but it was actually at the tail end of the Satanic Panic where people were kind of dying down from it. So it kind of sparked up, but it was like one of the first like kind of flashes where like, okay, it doesn't have the weight like it did in like the late 80s with D&D anymore, which I think is very interesting, but it still got a little of that flack. But one of the scales we do is the James Dobson Scale. On a 1 to 5, how satanic is this card? 1 being James Dobson would say, "Come to my church, let's hang out, give me some money, it's very important." 5 being he would scare so hard that he would die and he'd go to hell instantly.
Looking at this, I think it's probably a 2. I can't give it fully a 1 because that scarab beetle / coffee bean on the side looks like it might be a little bit Egyptian influenced, which calls back to Egyptian deities. I think you'd have a problem with that. But other than that, it's just a hammer that's on fire, and I can't really see having much objection to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty spot on analysis because I would say about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a weapon of a demon, but could be a weapon of an angel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, was gonna say, I could see this being co-opted for sure.
Yeah.
Could also just be a weapon of a guy.
Yeah, it could be a
Sometimes you
guy.
set a hammer
Just
on
going,
fire.
oh, fuck my hand.
Yeah, ow, ow, ow.
It seemed like a good idea. Oh, shit.
Sometimes you have to do some Molotov housework and you light your hammer on fire.
Exactly.
I think about in the early days of warfare, they had to get up some fucked up shit that was really funny, even though it was probably cost them their lives. If like, I'm going to try setting my hammer on fire and throwing it at a guy.
Yeah. Dip it in some Greek fire.
Yeah.
Go to town.
Yeah.
I think we we went too quick past Molotov housework. Yeah, because it's very good, Jordan.
Playing an empty bottle next weekend. So,
Actually, Molotov housework is a great band.
Yeah, it really is.
And it
The bottle wouldn't be an empty bottle if it's Molotov, though. Am I right, folks? Am I right? Hey!
Hey, listen,
evokes
welcome to
super
Every
my
Damn
family.
Magic. So, what do you think for scale for the rating then, Jesse?
Sorry.
What out of 1 out of 5 for the James Dobson scale?
Oh, the Dobson. Yeah, I would say 1.5 to 2. It's like so benign, and there's no secret penis like the last one.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sorry we didn't get you on the episode where there's a penis in
there
the
was
heart.
there was a secret penis in the
I mean,
last
I
one.
guess you could look at the handle end of the hammer, and it's a little bit phallic.
There's some
To
phallic.
be fair, yeah, I actually, as soon as I said it, I was like, well, almost all weapons are inherently kind of phallic.
Well, right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a secret penis in there.
Here, do you have the art?
Secret
Because
penis.
I've found the sexy thing in it.
Is it the handle?
It's not the handle. It's actually the cloud. If you look kind of, this is great in an audio format.
Yeah, for sure.
If you look a little bit up from the bottom,
Right.
it looks a little bit like kind of like a bigger belly, like a
Oh,
a
yeah,
heavier set
I see
person,
now,
and
I
then
see.
like some spread legs. You got a little pubis in there.
Yeah, I see that for sure. Like, you can see the butt, like legs going down there.
Oh, I was thinking this looks a little bit like a butt.
Oh, yeah,
This
that
looks
too.
like maybe
So
you've got a nice lady
if-
like bent over here, and this
Yeah.
is a butt.
So I was thinking it's actually
That
more
is
like you've
very
got
butt.
if you
Okay,
go a little bit to
George is
the,
showing us with his
you
body.
got someone kind
with
of
their
spread
body.
out like this.
for sure, yeah. This
got
is
the-
this is really sexy, by the way. I just wanted to throw that out
It's
there.
a real sexy look.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we don't do video for this specifically because we want to have this privacy to
it
ourselves.
wouldn't be good in video.
We've talked about this a few times, but I do not like the trend of videos for all podcasting.
No.
I'm a huge Doughboys fan. It's just like, why? Why?
For the algo, mostly.
Yeah, it's for the algo.
yeah.
Yeah, we're content creation. Anyways, George, what are you thinking for the scale for the rating?
I'm between like a 1 and a 2, depending on whether or not Mr. Dobson decides to co-opt it for his own purposes.
I'm gonna say a very solid 2 for these reasons. I feel like I want to do 2 more scales real quick, and then we'll be getting on to what I think if it's going to get in the Golden Plate Club for the last one, or the Golden Card Club. The second scale I want to introduce is the mid scale.
Okay.
So this is a very mid card. I want to say this specifically. Getting a 5 on the mid scale does not mean you're doing well. You need to be exactly at a 2.5. I'm going to give this a 2.5. This is a perfect mid Magic card.
Wow.
Well, actually, no. I'm betraying myself. This would be a 1.5 because it's so bad that it's not mid. It goes outside of the realm of just being an averagely mid card. It's bad enough to get out of it just slightly.
Yeah, this would be mid if it was
One less man at the cost.
Yeah.
or instant speed.
Yeah.
This is for me. We're going backwards this time. This is a 1. This is
a 1?
This is
Ooh.
off baseline. This is a absolute dog shit card.
So this is not. Oh, excuse me. That was awesome. So what you're saying is it's not just mid. This is below replacement
Yeah,
level.
this-
This
yes.
is yeah.
Yeah, this has got a terrible war.
Yeah.
Trash.
Because the thing about being mid is you have to be at
Right.
a above bad, but
Right.
also not good.
No, if this card were a baseball team, it would be the New York Mets, is what you're saying.
Ah, the Mets. I love the Mets. Let's go Mets, baby.
Fucking hate the Mets.
It's not even the
As a
because
Mets fan,
the
I
Mets
must
has,
say.
Yeah, the Mets has fans. No one's a fan of this.
That's
Yeah.
true. No, you're right. You're right.
I even did the research for this before we did the episode of like, did it have a moment in like standard format or any like tournaments, and nobody was touching this. There's like a few red deck wins, of course, where it's like we just need to get extra cards because this edition has no lightning bolt, but that's
Yeah.
about it. So, yeah, Jesse, how you feeling about this?
It's trash.
It's true.
It's trash.
It's just
I know.
trash.
I know nothing, but I know it's trash.
It's I feel like the first sign that like this is it's nothing. For the final skill too, this is the one I thought would be fun. I want to introduce the umami flavor. Out of a 1 out of 5, where if we're just looking at flavor of this card, like the art, the text, the word, the flavor text, I would give this a very solid 4 out of 5.
I mean, if you're asking me, I'm more on like a 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the flavor text is really good.
Flavor text is good. Love the classic, like, this could be on the side of a van art for sure.
The problem with the flavor text is that it doesn't have anything to do with the card.
Yeah.
Cast the weight as though it were a die to see a rival's fate. That has nothing to do with a fucking hammer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think if the intent is that you've thrown the hammer, sure, but like,
But it should be like a wizard, like, casting it, like, lightly out of his hand. And it's like becoming a big hammer. Be kinda
I mean,
cool.
maybe that's what it's supposed to be.
But you don't cast a hammer like a die. That's
it's true.
not.
no, you don't.
Yeah. That's, I guess, I'm sticking to that 4 because it can't be
Here,
quantified.
here's what we get at a 4 or 5 for me. If it was being used in a blacksmithing sense, because then you've got the double entendre with cast.
Cast, yeah. That'd be
In
good.
future arts, that is kind of the vibe.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
right?
A little bit.
Yeah. In other arts, there's like they have the smelting pot
Yeah.
in the background, like pouring
The
and-
crucible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a crucible.
I mean,
what's
Love a Crucible of Worlds.
okay.
Crucible of Worlds.
so it's like that kind of makes sense. But I don't know if the flavor text is on the same on those.
It is not. Fire finds its form in the heat of the forge, which is also
No, they're doing no blacksmithing.
pretty fucking good.
They're
but-
teasing us with blacksmithing. They're not showing us the blacksmithing.
Show us the smithing. We
yeah.
need it. The people yearn for the smithing.
Oh yeah, there is one that is just like over an anvil,
Yeah.
but that one also that has the same fire finds its form in the heat of the forge.
I think the beauty of
Text.
Magic is like people are probably paid decent money back in the day, not anymore, but like just to do art for these cards and get it all together for like the most bad card possible. That's kind of beautiful in itself. Like every time you open a Magic pack and there's like the one cost creature that's like a 2/2 and like bury at the end of the turn, somebody got paid to make that. I kind of
Yeah.
find beauty in that, you know, just paying artists to do things and writers and game designers. So shout out to the mid card. I feel like that's about all I really want to cover for the scales here today, and just kind of start wrapping it up. I think we had fun with this one. Overall, it sucks. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I don't think I had fun with this card at all.
Yeah.
I had fun doing this, but
Yeah.
with the card, no, I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the joy of doing the randomization is that it's a bad card, but it's a real interesting artifact of time in Magic, especially the fact that where the art came from was for like a bunch of kids duking it out in a store, just got to the top 8, and then you see the card you got, and you'd be like, oh man, like this fucking sucks. Could have been home playing Chrono Trigger. Like, fuck this. Yeah. Man.
And that's life.
That's life.
That is life. And you know what? They did it in Japan too. Same card.
Yeah. They did have a Japanese series where there's all in Japanese.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
They played Chrono Trigger there too, is
Yeah,
my
yeah.
understanding.
I believe they did.
Yeah.
But in Japan, it famously is called the Chrono Trigger. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just putting it out there.
I like the idea that it is.
Yeah, but I feel like we should get to good old recommendation and plugs. Start wrapping up a little bit here. I had a really important recommendation I want to give on this episode, so I'm cutting in. I posted this on a few group chats, but I want to talk about the Jeff Daniels sandwich. Are you all familiar with the Jeff Daniels sandwich?
No.
No.
So he went on Colbert recently and was talking about like his favorite sandwich that he makes, and it is you get yourself a full pita, like a full round pita, heat it up a little bit, and then on one side of the pita you put on peanut butter, and then you take a bag of sour cream and cheddar chips, like Ruffles. You crush it up, you put it in there, and then you put barbecue sauce on it.
I don't know about that.
You fold it up, you eat it. I started doing this. It's so fucking good. This is not a joke. This is a real thing. You can look up Jeff Daniels sandwich.
I've
Jesse's
seen
making
it.
me very
No,
good.
I've seen it. I've seen the video.
I'll make you all one right after this if you want it.
Well, I'm not gonna eat it because I can't.
Yeah, barbecue or
Because of the chips.
The chips,
are
yeah.
probably not vegan, but also it sounds like a fucking textural nightmare.
That's why I love it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
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 I don't.
Those don't sound like it's not that the flavors would I can see the flavors actually playing better together than you might think.
flavors
Yeah.
are really good.
But I'm with you that texturally it sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. Like sticky peanut butter.
Yeah.
And then like the main of the sandwich is crunchy chips.
But then the
like,
chips get a little soggy, I'd imagine.
Like if this was a
Yeah,
magic
no,
color identity to
yeah.
bring it full circle, this would be Rakdos Black Red. You're doing destruction with this
this is
food
vile.
item. It's
This
so
is
good. I love it so much.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
I'm with them. Textural nightmare.
Well, when I get on Jeff Daniels for our guest next week, you're gonna feel like idiots. So
If you get Jeff Daniels on this show,
that'd be wild.
yeah.
I
mean, listen, if William H. Macy can end up on Hollywood Handbook, anything's possible.
He's from not far from where I grew up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Chelsea, right? Yeah.
Also, he's very funny on that episode too.
Spends a lot of time up in Traverse City too, doesn't he?
I think he's a big Michigander.
And of course, we all know Escanaba and Moonlight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to William H. Macy too. I'll give him a shout out too. But for plugs, real quick, as always, second Wednesday of the month at Lincoln Lodge in Chicago at 7 p.m. Thirst for Adventure. It is the D&D show I produce with a few other friends that will be on this podcast in the future. We have a bunch of comedians and artists in Chicago play one-shot D&D session. It's very fun. It's very good. Trust me on this. It's great.
It's great. It's a really fun time.
I will pass it off to whoever wants to go next.
I'll go next, I guess. I don't have anything to plug because I'm normal. That's my go-to line.
Thank you.
I will recommend Golden Kamuy. I've been reading that lately. And
Great manga.
Holy shit. So I started reading it a long time ago and I noped out because there was a chapter early on where I thought something was going to happen to the girl who is central to the cast, and I was like, I can't read that. But then it doesn't. So if you're squicked out by that, nothing happens to her.
Okay, it's good.
It's really, really good. It's a story about men, which
Fighting.
like kind of freaky guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of weird guys. Bizarre.
If I'm recommending this to someone who doesn't know what it is, but who does somehow know who Sam Peckinpah is, it's very Peckinpahsian.
Very straw doggian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little wild bunch.
There you go, getting there. I love a Peckinpah film.
I haven't watched one in a long time. Yeah.
All right, I'll go. I also have nothing to plug, but I'll recommend this. Friends. They're great. Friends are great.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that
Not
too.
the show. Fuck the
Oh,
show.
the concept.
The
of
concept
friends.
of friends.
Okay.
Concept of friends.
I'm going to say it right here now. I wouldn't have made it through that Strixhaven event without my two friends to be there to help me, especially George.
Yeah.
We went to a pre-release and it was too loud and my brain died.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, you have 50 minutes to build a deck." And my brain was like, what?
The worst part is I didn't want to shout out,
I
but
just couldn't.
The people sitting next to you was like a couple, and they were literally doing the Swamp Princess character of Princess, you gotta look at this card. It's so good, Princess.
The thing is they weren't it was literally just all the too much noise in the room. So my friends helped me. Thank you both for being
very
there
fun.
and helped me out.
Yeah.
And once we got through the building process and playing was really fun, but that first part,
Yeah.
there was one point where I think I can't remember which one of you were like, "How's it going?" And I was like, "I'm dying. I'm drowning. I'm dying. I'm drowning."
Went to go get you a little Topo Chico because I think you needed to cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you both.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, Josh, you got any good recommendations and plugs for us?
Well, I will echo the shout outs to the concept of friendship as well.
Uh-oh.
Man down.
Not dropping my headphones. I don't recommend that.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'll take that again. And what I'll say is I also will echo your recommendation for the concept of friendship. I also shout that out.
Hell yeah.
I'll also shout out Topo Chico, which you just did. You know, you got to shout it out. It's a delicious variety of
mineral
sparkling water. Also, Marathon. I've recommended it already, but you should be playing Marathon. I also have two podcasts. One of them is called The Worst of All Possible Worlds. We talk about media and media culture every week. We're unpacking a different piece of pop culture. We're talking about sort of the narratives in it, how they work, how they operate, and maybe some of the things you didn't notice. And we cover everything from Adventures in Odyssey, as you had mentioned, the Christian children's radio drama, to Mr. Beast, to...
That one's a good one.
We're doing a chorus line this coming week, the musical.
Oh, that's going to be a
so
fun one.
we're really all over the place, but in a way that I think works really nicely for the kind of thing we're trying to do. Yeah. I also host a show called Ill Conceived. It's a podcast about natalism, which is the ideology that sees declining birth rates as the most important issue facing our times, which is not what we think, but we are very interested in interrogating the people who do. So both The Worst of All Possible Worlds and Ill Conceived you can find wherever you get your podcasts.
Big fan of both. I've listened to a lot of Ill Conceived because I was talking about this last night too. I grew up in the church in Florida, so I was around a few quiverful families because that was when that movement was really big, especially in Florida. And goddamn, was it freaky to see.
Yeah, it's strange. You know, we are in a time where the reactionary movement overall is kind of on the back foot. And so they're trying to figure out what the next messages are. They are workshopping new narratives. And it turns out that this idea of declining birth rates is something that works pretty well for them rhetorically because they can spin up a lot of fear. And obviously fear is where reactionaries operate best, because if you can hijack that sort of fear reaction, you can get people to follow you. So that's kind of what we're trying to figure out and interrogate. I co-host that with my friend June, aka Juniper, who also you might know from being that purple icon on Blue Sky and Twitter and things like that.
I've tried to figure. I'm sure at some point she said what it is, but I feel like it's like some type of microscopic organism.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact story behind it, but it's
I love that little guy though.
It's a great little guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my shows, and thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Can I ask you a podcast question before we leave?
By all means.
Do you have a favorite episode of Worst of All Worlds?
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
I like a lot of different episodes for a lot of different reasons, which sounds very stupid and I love all my children. I think the one that has felt the most meaningful to me in the long run is that maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we did an episode about Richard Russell, the guy who hijacked that airplane in Seattle and flew it into an island.
Okay.
Well, I guess he didn't hijack it. He stole it. He stole it off the runway at SeaTac.
Okay.
And this story has received a lot of different treatments. And in fact, there's a new documentary about it on Hulu right now. But the thing that most of these stories don't cover is, first of all, like what this guy was really feeling and experiencing in that moment, which I think is actually quite explicit when you listen to the audio recordings, but also why a whole bunch of weird internet Nazis ended up treating him as a hero after he died. And it's
a killdozer effect.
Yeah, exactly. And we did that episode with my friend Caleb, who co-hosts Kill the Computer, and the replies that we have gotten over the past couple years to it, because it's an episode that deals a lot with like suicidality and what puts you in a really difficult place like that. And I've had numerous people reach out to me to be like, this helped me in a time, like a really dark time in my life, to sort of see what could be on the other side for me.
Yeah.
And you know, thank you for helping keep me around. And that feels amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
that feels
absolutely. Really
that
good
feels humbling,
recommendation.
and I feel glad that people have gotten something meaningful out of what I make in that way.
I think especially like in this day and age too, of like there's just so many things that will just send you down a route that, once again, talk about content creation where there's no perceivable goal other than I want to get numbers, versus connecting with somebody and being like, oh, this really helped me figure out a thing about myself, which I think is like the hope with anything, even a silly project.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's really beautiful.
I think that's why we all make shit, is because whether you're just connecting with people in the context of making the thing or with the people who listen to it and enjoy it, you want to meaningfully establish a link to another person, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're Mr. Beast.
I was about to say, I was going to bring back to Mr. Beast. And if you're completely empty as a shell, you figure out the algorithm and you say, I can keep making more money. I don't care who I harm in a way.
But also, you can't. And that's the tragedy of Mr. Beast. His numbers, his ratings are very bad. He's in the dumper.
Yeah. Once again, the cyclical thing of the exponential growth for everything forever is such a stupid idea. But some people have just grown up and gone with it, and like they'll get to these positions so that when they have to face reality, it's instantly like, man, what do you do as a person? When
he hit his ceiling, and now he doesn't know what he's going to do next. It's pretty crazy to see.
Yeah.
You almost feel bad for him.
No, I don't.
It's very much an Elon Musk situation.
I said almost. I said almost.
No, but I don't almost feel bad for him either.
Yeah. I guess that's another thing to recommend real quick before we leave. Dan Olson, Folding Ideas.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of on YouTube. Released a video. A lot of people released videos.
Yeah.
But he actually got to go there. He was invited.
He had the pleasure to.
He was invited to the weird compound they all live in, and put out a pretty solid piece of film about it.
And obviously, I recommend Beast Games Season 2, available for streaming on Amazon.
Strong Smart.
Yep, Beast Games Strong Smart. Really great.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I think that's a good way to leave it. What's our sign off again?
What's in your hand?
What's in your hand? Sorry. Thank you, Capital One. I'll stop on that one.
This show has been brought to you by Machine Culture.
You've got 4.